Hey everyone, welcome back to Seven Shepherds Farm. Today we're going to move this large group just through this temporary electric fence that we put up the other day. So it'll be a nice fast move, but it is really hot today, kind of in the heat of the day right now. We didn't get out here early to move them, so we're hoping they follow us through, but as soon as they do, they'll be in this side of the paddock like we showed the other day in our last video. So follow along today and watch us get these sheep moved on a hot summer day. They're ready to move today. They've been in this other paddock for about 3 days now, which was longer than we expected to keep them in there. But they still have plenty of grass, but they know that they haven't been moved for a few days, so it's time to go. So they're expecting to be moved whenever we come out here today. Yesterday, whenever I came out to check their water tank, they were kind of following me around, so I didn't think it would be too big of a problem today, but I don't even think we're going to have to call them. Looks like they're going to come right on down. I'll probably just leave my side-by-side parked here, and Jake and the boys will go up with the four-wheelers and kind of push them through, and then we'll move the dog feeder and mineral feeder through too. See if the dogs find the opening first. Lice, can you call them?
Sheep,
Yeah, sheep. Good job. All right, so let's see. You can kind of see the reels right here. I didn't get that on camera, but Jake rolled those back. They were connected to this permanent electric fence right here. So we just kind of gave them a wide opening here. So that electric fence, the temporary electric fence, is not on right now because he reeled it back, so it's not hot.
All right, Max, let's back up so they can get through.
They usually won't mess with it. They usually go around it because they're used to it being hot. Here, Molly. How are you today, girl? Max, you want to go push them? Why don't you go up to that shade tree and push them down? Here they come. Boy, that didn't take any convincing today. We barely got back here to start making this video, and they came pouring off that hillside and straight through the opening they went. That's what we like to see, especially whenever it's 95 degrees out here and we're ready to be done with our work too, especially on a Saturday. Some of these lambs are getting so big now you can hardly tell them apart from the ewes. We'll be weaning the ram lambs in 2 weeks. We're going to do that August 1st. Few more coming from back here that were taking a drink at the water tank. The water tank's kind of straight ahead that way. So we will drive through and check and make sure everything got out. But Here they are out here now. This paddock, like I said in our previous video, it is kind of divided here by this big paddock of woods. So there's just this little field right here that they butted up against, and then there's a paddock of woods, and then kind of another little open field. So today's Saturday. We'll leave them in here probably till at least Monday or Tuesday, since we don't like to move them on Sunday. So they'll be in here just only a couple days. It's not as much forage, but it's like they're already spreading out and getting used to it.
We had a comment on our last video wondering what the trample effect is of these sheep. So whether they trample a lot of the grass or if they trample more or less than a cow would. Well, this is where we just moved them, and you can see obviously we just ran 1,000 head through here, so you know it's going to trample some, but they absolutely flattened this section. And I guess the short answer is, you know, if you look in this old paddock where they just came out of, yes, they trample a fair amount of grass. So that is feeding that soil biology. I don't think they trample as much as what a herd of cows would. That would be the equivalent size, but they do definitely trample a lot of the grass. Yeah, figure we kind of go with every sheep we have is the same, about 7 or 8 sheep per cow. So, and every sheep has 4 hooves just like a cow, so we have 7 or 8 times as many hooves out here as you would with a cow herd equivalent sized. So yeah, I guess basically the short answer is yes, they do trample plenty of grass. Benefits of trampling all this grass here is you're feeding the soil microbes, basically. So this will lay down. It's going to shade, for one thing, it's going to shade the ground, so you'll keep that moisture down there. And then as this grass kind of decomposes, soil microbes will essentially use that and make your soil better over time. So you're building soil by trampling grass.
Okay, I also wanted to show everybody, we didn't notice this because these sheep were kind of at the end of the pack here, but we do have our first fall lambs. I guess you could call them fall lambs, summer lambs. So we knew that our second round of sheep would be having lambs towards the end of July, beginning of August, since we turned those rams back in after a 5-week break. And so we definitely got some overnight last night. There's a little set of twins here, and then this tan one here has a little black single on her. So I guess we're in the heat, literally, of lambing again. They seem to be doing really well. We'll keep a close eye on their navels with the heat, but definitely have some more lambs on the ground, so we'll have to be checking them more often for that now. All right, we'll move the dog feeder and mineral feeder through here next, but this was a fast video today. Just wanted to show this cool move. Hope everybody has a good rest of your weekend. We'll see you guys again next week. Thanks for following along on Seven Shepherds Farm. See you next time.